Beloved Masters, we ask you to take time to review what we will call your master plan for the future. We have told many of you in the past that it is time to write a new galactic mission statement, for your earthly contract has been fulfilled. We assure you this does not mean that you'll be leaving this earth anytime soon. You have been preparing for this time for many incarnations, and you are sorely needed as a world server of the light. Time and time again, we have asked you to script your future and then live every day, moment by moment, to the best of your ability. Even if you have not consciously made plans for the future, you still have a plan that has been created by your subconscious mind, your ego desire body and its yearning, and the constant mind chatter that takes place during your busy day. Powerful emotional thoughts create powerful frequency patterns, while the senseless meanderings of the mind create weak energy patterns which build up over time, eventually creating powerful chaotic vibrational patterns that return to you via infinity sign called the law of the circle. If your life seems to be unfolding in a helter-skelter manner, it is because that is your energetic signature is radiating out into the world, the cause and effect. That is why it's so important for you to begin the process of becoming an objective observer, while you monitor your thoughts and diligently practice the art of staying focused within your Sacred Heart Center. Over these past years, we have given you the basic as well as many of the advanced tools of ascension. However, too many of you run hot and cold in your attempts to claim self-mastery and regain control of your future. We tell you, beloveds, it is time to become seriously involved in your future, which entails stepping to the fore and stating to your higher self in your I Am presence, I am ready, thereby gaining the insight of and assistance from the many great beings of light, including your own divine God self. Becoming an Alpha Master entails learning to maintain break frequency levels from 10 to 14 cycles per second, which will help you to function in a state of unified brain consciousness instead of predominantly left or right brain mode. Living each day as a master and using the tools we have given you to gain access to your sacred heart and sacred mind, as well as creating and using the various pyramids of light in the fifth dimension, will revolutionize your personal reality beyond your wildest imagining. The various breathing techniques are critical to your well-being and will greatly accelerate the process of ascension. The transmuting violet flame is a most precious gift that is available to all upon the path of enlightenment. It will assist you to speed up the process of healing and clearing all past negative thought patterns and transgressions. Stepping off the wheel of karma into a state of grace entails the consistent use of the transmuting violet flame. You must call forth the violet flame regularly so that you are constantly enfolded within its potent transmuting flame, thereby returning all discordant energy to neutral light substance. This includes all negative thought forms that you send forth at any given moment, and will also assure that any lower frequency karmic patterns you have created in the past are neutralized. You are responsible for any and all of your creations, whether positive or negative. The vibrational patterns you create will always return to you via the law of the circle. A caveat here: you must be diligent and strive to achieve and maintain a higher and more refined personal frequency pattern, and not just rely on the transmuting violet flame to clear up the negativity and distorted frequencies you send forth. It is a tool of transformation, requires effort and steadfastness on your part. When the infinity loop and the timeline of your past are balanced, major portion of your discordant energies have been transmuted. You will step into the infinity loop of your future. You are in the process of walking into the light of your future while leaving the shadows of the past behind. So many of you have been having difficulty in discovering your mission or your passion, and so you drift through your days in inertia. You continue to do nothing, making no attempt whatsoever to initiate positive change in your life. Not everyone is meant to teach the masses or become a world figure. In fact, it is those of you who are quietly going about your daily duties as you make small, steady improvements within yourself, while radiating the love light of the creation down into the earth and out into the world. You are the ones who are making the most dramatic impact on the earthly negative environment. We are seeking world servers at a grassroots level. Each and every one of you is needed to help lift and refine the collective conscience of the masses. In this instance, we wish to offer encouragement to those of you who are feeling helpless and fear there is no way out of the dilemma in which you find yourself. Won't you open your mind to the possibility that there is help available from the realm of godly existence, and there is a new way of thinking and a more refined way of living available to you? You pray and often beg in desperation for assistance. However, if it does not come in a form you are comfortable with, you deny and reject it. Prayers are always answered. Prayers asking for the greatest good manifest as miracles large and small, and open the path for a life of ease and grace. Prayers of the ego desire body are answered by allowing you to seek your own solutions, which are manifested from your misconception and inappropriate actions. The lessons of life are learned by experiencing what you have created. The ego attracts disharmony and dissatisfaction, and it causes the seeker to look outside of self for solution and gratification. You must learn to pray with the purity of your heart and with the intention of the highest order. As you raise your light quotient, you will increase the magnetic attraction of the heart. You must learn to receive the abundance bestowed upon you with thanksgiving and a grateful heart. Why not start your mission statement by listing the negative things in your life you would like to change? Begin with several small changes in your everyday life, and remember, you must begin with yourself. We assure you that if you make a concerted effort and use the tools we have given you, you'll begin to see dramatic changes in your life. We ask you to put this to the test. With an open mind, study some of the basic concepts we have given and slowly but faithfully implement some of them within your daily life. Give us permission to guide and inspire you, and by doing so, you will have the forces of heaven behind you. You can only fail if you stop trying to improve your mind and broaden your horizons, beloved. Time is of the essence, for it is very apparent that the fear and anger of the masses, the power of the force of nature, and the earth changes and cleansing are accelerated and increasing in intensity every day. We told you that you are in the midst of a spiritual revolution. However, the earth and the masses of the third, fourth dimensional illusional reality are also in the midst of a revolution. There is an intense polarization building between the various factions, not just in isolated places around the world, but in every country, involving every race, culture, religion, and political affiliation. We have told you that the chasm between the light and the shadowlands is widening, and is very apparent from both a lofty and earthly viewpoint. We see clearly the areas that are being bathed in the living light, thanks to you, the faithful sentinels of light. We are also seeing the swirling whirlwind of negativity and chaos building in a multitude of countries, provinces, cities, towns, neighborhoods, even among families around the world. If you are caught up in the rhetoric of the worldview news media, you cannot help but be aware that there is a feeding frenzy of negativity being spewed out into the airways and consciousness of those who are receptive to the distorted messages of sensationalism and separation. The fear of deprivation, anger at the rulers, leaders, and the government, and the indignant sense of entitlement to goods and services without personal responsibility are symptomatic of the intense fear of change that is taking place within every area of the world and within the human consciousness. It is time for the next step in the ascension process to begin, and many of the advanced aspirants on the path are already becoming proficient and engrossed in the procedure. At this time, there's no question that those who are in any way advanced in spiritual consciousness are having their awakening evolution process hastened as never before in the history of the world, in order that they may act as transmitters and interpreters of universal law and cosmic truth. You, the aspirants on the path, are becoming proficient at building and using multiple pyramids of light power in the fifth dimension, as you slowly but surely become acclimated to a lower fifth dimensional environment. You have opened the pathway to the cities of light, so that you can gradually incorporate higher and more refined frequencies of light. You are also preparing yourself to interact on a regular basis with the many facets of your higher self and the great beings of light. The call of reunification is beginning for many of you, whereby your refined soul song is reaching various members of your God self. As you refine your vibrational patterns and your energetic signatures reaches a certain level of harmony, your soul song will begin to reverberate out into and through the fourth, into the fifth, and for some of you possibly even into the sixth dimensions, and very gradually into the auric fields of some of the soul fragments of your higher self. Slowly, as these blessed facets of yourself become aware of you, they will begin the process of moving into alignment with you. Those whose resonance is lower than yours will fall into line below you, and those who are on the path ahead of you will slowly move into the column of light above you. You will also be moving laterally, as well as higher, into the refined realms of all the fragments of your I Am presence, gradually begin the process of moving closer and closer to your central column of divine light. For some of you, this information will be confusing. However, many of you are experiencing this process in varying degrees during your nightly sojourns in meditation. Therefore, we wish to give you a basic understanding of what is taking place at the various levels of the ascension process. We will discuss this further and in more depth in the near future. As you study and delve into the mysteries of cosmic truth, you will build a reservoir of knowledge which you can draw upon when needed. Also, as you gain access to your sacred mind, it will seem as if you have tapped into a cosmic source of information. However, in the beginning, it will be your own ancient, extensive past that has been made available to you. You will become more increasingly sensitive to ideas, concepts, and complex information, and you will gain the ability to tap into this rich storehouse of information at will. As you evolve and become skillful at sharing your wisdom with others, you will become increasingly sensitive to the subtle messages, concepts, and ideas from your guides, teachers, angelic helpers, and enlightened beings from the higher realm. When you have turned the information you have garnered into wisdom and have become a living example of each new advanced level of consciousness, you will then be qualified to teach the concept to others. You must experience that which you teach and become a shining example, which is the most effective way to get the attention of others. Remember, my brave ones, in every era and major cycle, cosmic wisdom and divine truth are made available to those with open minds and loving hearts. Submission to the will of our Father and Mother God means adherence to the universal laws as they are revealed to you. The self-master always strives to make the highest choices, has a burning desire to serve others, and is always responsible for their own action. Call on us and allow us to light the way as you journey into the future. You are loved most profoundly. I am Archangel Michael. So be it. Remember, one person who is centered within their sacred heart and sacred mind can convey cosmic truth and inspired thoughts to millions of people, while the loving vibrations of their auric field bless everyone with whom they come in contact. So be it.